guys, it's a voiceover me again. And so today I'm drawing this girl. Honestly, I don't really know what to title it because I've been trying to work on titling my art, but I just don't do it that much. So I'm just calling her the red girl. So yeah. Right now you can see me drawing a really crusty sketch because in all honesty, I had no idea what I was going to draw. I just was like, I want to draw and I know I want to put it on my YouTube channel. That's all I knew. So the first little sketch I did, it was that little green basic figuring out the general pose. Then I just did that weird ugly blue sketch so I could understand more of what she was supposed to be doing. For some reason I always do two sketches. That's just what I found works for me with digital art. This one was also kind of like a rushed drawing because usually my drawings take at least 2 or 3 hours, and this one was only 1 hour of drawing. And also, what you see here, I just did red. I just went straight in with red and drew that as the base for the skin tone. I didn't even make another layer for the shading. I thought I did, but for some reason I didn't. So this is honestly one of the weirdest things I've ever done because I couldn't erase pretty much. Which is fine. It's more like traditional art in that way. But you know, yeah. And what y'all can see me doing now is I'm kind of I'm doing the shading, but I'm adding all of the deeper and darker shades under the chin and on the back of the head and neck, and I think I added a little under the nose. And I'm kind of just defining areas more. So yeah, this part that I'm going into right now, I'm just starting the eye, and honestly, if I had taken my time, I could have made this look so much better, but I really rushed on the eye for some reason. um, I wanted her to have a closed eye because in my mind, what I was gonna draw was a girl with her head up towards the stars or whatever, but I don't I didn't really do a background. And I wasn't really planning to either. I don't know what was going through my mind where anyone would be able to understand what was going through my mind. Um, but yeah, so for some reason I decided having her eyes closed would be a good idea. Not even because I didn't want to draw eyes. I just wanted her eyes closed for some weird reason. This section is when I'm adding highlights, but I kind of over highlighted and I made it too red because I did have it slightly lower onto the orange setting when for the base. Which it's fine that this is more red, but I forgot to go back and change it to the more deep vermilion orangey color, if that makes sense. Is that what that color is called? The red color that you get in paint sets that's really orange? That's kind of what it was. I think it's called vermilion, but for some reason that doesn't sound right. And then right here I'm just adding highlights on the nose. I had to keep coming back to the nose because it just didn't look right. Because I never fixed the edges of anything. I just put a big splat of color, started shading, and I was like, this is what's happening. In the end, I think it turned out pretty alright for, not erasing anything. I don't think I used the eraser at all in this whole video. So low key, a no eraser challenge. But yeah. And right here, I think this is when I first started blending, but I'm not sure. That's what it looks like. I wasn't paying attention to what brush I had grabbed. And for this, I was playing around with the the overlay settings. That's not what it's called. With the layer. I don't remember what they're called. The little overlays. because I've done this on a couple of drawings where I just go in with one flat color with a clipping mask layer, and then you can like change the effect of the entire drawing that way. But what you see me doing here, I thought it would be like a really cool effect to add something like kind of like floating around her. I don't know what it's supposed to be. Like at one point I was like, yo, this kind of looks like a devil tail, and I don't know where I was going with that. Honestly, it was a bad idea because I was gonna draw like a devil horn on her or something, but I was like, no, that's just not right. And also, like, I know this looks really crusty how it's like going through her hair, but I do fix that. I kept it like that so I could kind of blend it in and make it look a little bit more natural. But again, this was kind of rushed. Like, overall, I could probably have improved this if I really, really tried. Also, she purposely does not have a mouth or ears. Partially because I didn't want to draw ears. I'm not even gonna lie to y'all. I didn't want to draw an ear. So that's why she doesn't have an ear. But you'll see what I do at the end. And right here, I'm doing, this is just how I kind of draw curly hair. Because I tend to like to draw curly hair a lot since I have curly hair and everything. And this was my horrible attempt at trying to blend the hair into the scalp, which it looks fine once, like, when you're looking at the whole picture, but close up, it just looks like a mess. And also I was doing kind of like a side shave hair look on her because I'm kind of low-key getting re-obsessed with that hairstyle. If you've known me before, I used to have like the side shave on my hair. Probably for like, it was probably like a little over 6 months, and I just thought it was like the coolest thing. But yeah, in this part right here, I just was drawing like the little stubble of the little side shave, so she didn't just, I didn't want her to be like fully bald on that part because realistically most people aren't going to be. And I drew a little like tendril of hair by where her ear is supposed to be, and this is where I was like, oh, this looks like a tail, so I should draw a horn. But I gave up on that because I was like, no, that's not gonna look right. It didn't go with the vibe, kind of. I don't know how to explain it, but I shouldn't have done it. I got rid of it. I think that was the only thing I erased, but I think honestly I just cleared that layer. And also, like, don't ask what was going on in my mind when I was making this. I just started drawing and stuff came out. And I started adding like effects onto the layer with the little X's over the mouth and the ear. And this low-key turned into like, I feel like some people would be like, oh, this is supposed to be like a message, like, but honestly, I was bored and started drawing stuff, and I was like, you know what I'm gonna do, like, put an X over her mouth. So I just didn't draw the mouth, and I didn't feel like drawing the ears, so I just went with that too. So yeah, and every time I go into the layers, I know that it's fast so you couldn't really see it, but every time I always mess up the layers, so I had to fix it for a second. And right now I'm pretty much just finishing stuff up. So yeah, I'll see y'all in the outro. Thanks for watching. Thank you guys so much for watching this little speed paint I made. I'm literally making this outro in the middle of editing it because I figured I should probably start doing outros on my speed paints. Maybe I'll do like an actual intro on the next one. I don't know. Tell me in the comments below what y'all want. Also, don't mind my hand. It's drawings. Yikes. But yeah, make sure like to tell me if there's any certain kinds of things you want me to draw. Like I did that, I did a little tutorial recently that I think I uploaded. But I did a tutorial if you want more stuff like that, you know. drop a little comment. If there's any specific person or whatever or thing that y'all want me to draw, or some kind of challenge even, I'm really kind of up for whatever, because my channel, I kind of just do whatever I feel like doing. So like any recommendations y'all have, make sure to put those in the comment section down below. If you have any comments or critiques on what I actually drew, you know, comment that down below also. But yeah, if you like this, make sure to drop a like, comment any comments, and subscribe. If you do subscribe, make sure you hit the notification bell. Love you guys so much, and I'll see you in the next video. Bye!